Anyway, let's get into this game. Second game of Focus versus themask, and themask wanted to Ancient of War creep the honors, but here messed it up though and got his Ancient of War cancelled. So that's a really horrible start for him into this game, and maybe he will try to switch it up because of that, go into cheesy Mass Huntress's style or something like that. We'll have to see, but that really just screws him up a lot. Losing that Ancient of War, well, cancelling it. Because he accidentally pulled the creeps. That's quite a big mistake. And puts him quite far behind right from the start for no good reason at all, really. It's still Demon Hunter against Blightmaster though. And we'll have to see if the mask can start a really nice comeback here, even though having a bad start, or if Focus will just completely tear him apart. Honestly, I think Focus tearing him apart is more likely at this point, because Focus is also just really crazy strong in the Orc versus Null matchup, and also especially against players like Foggy and Lowlight and so on. He had really great performances. So I'm not sure if the mask really stands a chance against him. But there's of course always hope, but without an Ancient of 4 creep early, it's gonna be hard. So far he's saving up Lumberknight getting Ancient of 4, he will probably go into Hunter's play, I think. There's the Hunter's Hall, there's the Ancient of 4. We'll just have to see if he maybe gets a second Ancient of 4 for Mass Huntresses if he wants to actually cheese his way out of this. And he actually first wanted to make sure that his base is actually close. He wasn't 100% sure and wanted to be sure of it, so he still moved back there. And Focus does what he always does in Turtle Rock. He goes for the Auger match at first. He always goes for this one, because you will see in a second here if the mask actually sees this. He sees it. Focus pulls the Auger matchup back in here, pulls the Auger Barrier Warrior with that as well. And the mask is not even in mana burn range to do anything against it. He maybe doesn't even see it here, so he can't do anything about it. Focus really knows how to do this creep. He actually gets a mana burn, but it's not enough. I thought he would actually get it, but the mana burn only was burning 12 mana, because that Auger matchup was already too low in mana. Talisman of Evasion and 92 experience for Focus's Blightmaster. And the mask knows that Focus's Blightmaster just wants to heal up now. He could see now that Focus just stole something here. He stole the Talisman of Evasion. Gotta be careful here. He got the dust as well though, so no dust for the Demon Hunter, and he can safely heal up during the Wound Walk. Lost a lot of mana, but that's still fine. The Grunt in the meantime was scouting around quite a lot. Saw the main base of the mask, so he knows what's coming. There's Ultra Vision, there's the tech, and the first Huntress, so it's gonna be Dryad Bearer play. He wanted to go for Talon play, I guess, or at least Ancient of 4 creep this, but messed it up with his Ancient of 4 earlier. So he has to change his playstyle a little bit, and Focus is just evasion creeping, while the mask is like, can't find him. I can't do anything really right now. And it's quite a bad situation for the mask right now. I'm not sure if Focus sees him here. We will see in a second what the vision range of this board is. Okay, actually he did see the Demon Hunter here if he paid attention, because he still has that one small spot here where he sees something. The Wisp sees this here, that's not from the ward. And Focus sold another item that he got from a spot here, probably a Cloak of Shadows, or... yeah, probably a Cloak of Shadows. Every other item he would have probably kept, because he has the inventory space for it still. And Focus, with having gone for the one burrow attack again, he's in a beautiful spot now. Demon Hunter without any XP, while Blightmaster is level 2 with Circlet and Claws in boots already. Huntress scouts this now, so the Blightmaster has to be a little careful. But he also knows that the Demon Hunter is in his main base, so he's still quite safe. And he's like, screw it, Huntress, I'm just gonna go for the next Auger Warrior here. And the Huntress also doesn't really want to do much there. He has two Huntresses now, getting a third one. Moves over here and wants to creep something of his own, I guess. With Focus, getting another beautiful item, another Circlet, which is really good for him. Plus 10 on his Blightmaster, 284 XP. But there's only level 1 on the Demon Hunter. The mask really being kind of far behind already because of that early Ancient of 4 loss. Well, cancel. And Focus, this time not accidentally going for TC or something, because he knows already that it's Hunter's play, so it's gonna be Dryad's Bears. So he goes for Shadow Hunter straight away. And Focus so far having a beautiful game. Really nothing to complain about. Scouts... good damn. I'm really sometimes getting tired when I'm casting. Just because I'm not used to not like doing much myself. Now Focus wanted to check if the mask is here to try to creep check him there. Scouts around here, but the mask actually just grabbed this. And Focus just wants to make sure that he's not creating the green spot or the red spot or anything of the likes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wants to make sure that the mask doesn't somehow get back into this by being really greedy. And Focus also knows that if he didn't creep this and he didn't creep any of those expansion spots here or the green spot, then Focus knows for sure that he grabbed this and is now probably doing this. And Focus just got the main base here. Sees at least one angel floor. Not sure if he saw this one during nighttime because his vision range is not that high during the nighttime. Guesses Slippers of Agility. That Blade Master is going to be a beast. Like, he's just going to be crazy. Because with those items and Slippers of Agility, he's just going to be insane. And helps the Shadowhunter with creeping now. He only has to grunt, so he doesn't have such an easy time with creeping. Especially not in this map. Well, with those spots it's still fine, but now there's only big spots left. So it's kind of hard to creep. And Focus actually has too many good items. He has double claw, double circle, Slippers of Agility, and the boots. At a later point in game, he will probably drop a claws for an invul pot instead. If he actually ever comes to the point where his Blade Master gets threatened quite a bit. Keep of the Grove is ready, Staff of Preservation as well. This time he has a Staff of Preservation on his first hero instead of the second hero, because the second hero is much more vulnerable. Pulled the spot out here to creep it safely, but Focus is still here, and Snare on the Hunter is still, and Snare for Focus is already ready, second Raider as well, and Snare on the Demon Hunter has to TP out before he gets hexed, because the Staff of the Demon Hunter is on the Demon Hunter instead of the Keeper. Level 2 for the Shadow Hunter, and no more TP for the Night Elf player. So he has to be really careful on the map now. There's two Raiders with Ensnare and the Shadow Hunter with Hex. So if he gets caught, he could be in a horrible position, especially with that Blade Master here. Hex is the Wisp to make sure it doesn't detonate. And we'll now go for the red spot. And there's someone lagging actually. I'm not sure which bot this is, so maybe I could drop him, I don't know. Like if he's lagging, I'll just try, because it's quite annoying for the players if someone is lagging and then not leaving. But anyway, Mask getting his tier 3 tech more than halfway done already, getting a Bear Adept upgrade. Focus getting his Formal already as well, Berserker Strength for his grunts. Oh no way, what the hell is going on? Claws plus 12 for Focus's Blade Master, together with those items. That beautiful green man needs a bigger inventory. He really needs a big inventory. Imagine he could carry all those items, it would be plus 31. And drops the circlet, gets a claws plus 12 on his blade, plus 29. And he still has quite some survivability from his levels. 8.5 armor with slippers and circlet. And those criticals are gonna be insane. If that Blade Master reaches level 4 for level 2 critical strike, he's just gonna burst everything down. And if he gets like a double critical, with a backstep from the Windwalk on the Keeper, he's instantly dead, basically. And having a really strong Blade Master against Riot's Bears is really, really good. Because against Talons, it doesn't play... Of course it still plays really a big role, but especially against Riot's Bears it does, because against Talons, your Blade Master is oftentimes Cyclone, it doesn't do anything really. But against Riot's Bears he can do whatever he wants to. He gets entangled from time to time and poisoned by the Droids, I guess, to get slowed down, but Entangle can just be dispelled. If Focus has enough mana on his Spirit Walkers, which he has at the moment at least. And there we go. He dropped his second circlet onto a Shadowhunter for more mana and HP, also damage and so on. Once you keep all the claws, gets an invul pot. And he doesn't care about the survivability from his circlets, he wants the pure damage. Plus 27, that's 70 damage, 80 damage in fact. And 80 damage, well, it depends on what damage roll he gets, of course. It could still be 31 plus 27, of course, if he gets an unlucky roll. But together with the crits, if he gets a high damage roll and a high crit roll, then it's gonna be awesome. And as he goes for a Keeper, double backstep and just normal hits, no critical strike yet, and Keeper instantly has to get out of here. It's only level 2 and level 1 heroes for the Night Elf. He's quite far behind the hero elves. Spirit Link keeps everything alive. Speed Scroll as well. Focus is just bursting through this. Only one Bear is left. And he's not really helping to block. There comes the Ko though. Goodbye Bear. Not quite yet. Dakota missed. It's a little bit too slow. Entangle on the Raider, but Dakota could easily eat this spare if Focus finally becomes aware of it. Still doesn't do it though, but it doesn't matter so much. Focus is completely ripping the mask apart. 50 against 29 supply. And level 2 and level 2 heroes against level 4 and almost level 4. Steps his keeper out so he doesn't get ensnared instantly. Barry gets ensnared though, and the mask is completely falling apart. Focus going for the clean 2-0 to advance into the semifinals. There's no way for the mask to come back into his. Focus is just on a bit of a different level. And also had a really strong early game. Plus 32 with Dakota Aura now. 237 crit, completely killing the keeper. Gets this round on Demon Hunter, no way for him to escape. There's the GG, and Focus advances into the semifinals with a score of 2-0, where he will meet Haveline or